the world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone, and they'll get him down right around the 20.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check. Mike 9. I got you.
Back to throw. Morrison. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on 2nd down, Morrison. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Morrison. Returning right back to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First carry for James Conner. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 27 yards there, a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field? For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Morrison. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Operating from the gun, Morrison. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Borregales now on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Morrison. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He hits his target, Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Morrison. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Murray a give. This is Counter. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. On play action, it's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deshaun Jackson, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Morrison. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Morrison. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll roll him out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isaiah Pacheco, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Morrison. This is the tight end fan. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Morrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morrison. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deshaun Jackson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Morrison. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Morrison. And Diggs has it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs. 40 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cardinals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a. Now flex. Why While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we live in so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, then I say it's evident. You entertain my loyalty to infantry. Women that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.